Welcome to Juris Destiny Academy, a podcast where law students desiring to become entrepreneurs learn some of the tips and trades. Get ready, because court class is now in session. Court class is in session. Today, the episode title is called Buy Into a System. I'm taking a break from my own book content to recommend someone else's content here. Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant. Let me tell you something. That book will help you get some directions if you're desiring to become an entrepreneur. It will give you some of your bearings. Because we're just going to give a little cursory glance here, if you know what I mean, at the cash flow quadrant, so you know. Now, this may not be required reading. You can read at your own leisure, as far as I know. But listen to me. It's like this. The first quadrant is the E Quadrant. And that is where the majority of people usually decide to end up. E stands for employee. It's pretty much the 40-year plan. You work for someone else, like a corporation or company or small business, or you work for the government. You're basically renting your life away. Okay? I'm speaking the God's honest truth here, that in doing this, you're renting your life away. Now, just below the E Quadrant is the S Quadrant, which stands for small business or specialists. Okay? There, what you have is your doctors and lawyers and basically specialists and such. And it's these specialists that get just as much eat up as the employees. They don't own their own business. More like, in some ways, as Robert Kiyosaki puts it, their business owns you. However, I agree with Robert Kiyosaki, you can still become rich in the E or the S. It's just... Now, here's something. Here are the two other ends of the quadrant. The right side of the quadrant where you own your life. The B, the big business, and the I, the investor. Now, this is just to give you some background. Now, Robert Kiyosaki says if you want to be in the B quadrant, you need to do one main thing, and that is to buy into a system. And there's a variety of systems. Franchising. Now, franchising can be fun, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of overhead. There's a lot of training. And really, there is a lot of legal red tape. It's not something that I would highly recommend. Now, here is another one that you can get into is like real estate. You know, go to school and become a broker and own your own real estate company. The problem is, you know, the market kind of goes to extremes, you know. There's a hard market and a soft market. The third system, and this is one I highly recommend, okay? Now, I probably can hear some of y'all going, boo, at this, but listen to me. Don't knock it till you try it. I'm talking about the system of network marketing, okay? Network marketing. And why did Robert Kiyosaki recommend network marketing? Because it gives you a chance, for 1 to 5 years, put in some sweat equity until you build some residual incomes. And residuals are important. Now, don't get me wrong, network marketing isn't the only game in town. You can build some assets to make a business, okay? Royalties, intellectual property in some sort. You see what I mean? But buying into a system is going to help you immensely in this economy. Okay, sit down and listen to me on this. I know buying into a system is not what most people think of as an entrepreneurship, but it's an option. It's an option, and it can be a good option. Because you need to buy into that system, okay? You need to have that. Now, this is a short session because I want to talk about this. We hope that you enjoyed listening to Juris Destiny Academy. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of the Juris Destiny Academy. Leave a comment on Podcast Addict or possibly YouTube. We'd love to hear from you.